This is Puya. Uh, this is OSU INAM, as we describe in our paper. Just wanted to make a short video going through like the different modules for people to better understand how things work and the dynamics of the tool. So here we choose from historical graphs, choose the jobs. We enter our job ID here that automatically pops the start and end time, and you can like choose different times. Please note that we are aggregating information shown in below charts. Uh, so like if someone wants to have more data points, we actually have gathered more data points, but just for the sake of faster rendering, we are aggregating them and showing faster. So this is a job information. When did it start? Which nodes are part of it? You can actually click on any of the nodes here to pop up a similar page like this. That's actually right here. Oops. That gives you the same page. And okay. So first we have the CPU utilization. So from the chosen interval, this is the average CPU utilization based on different categories. And it has a node level and the job level. We also have virtual memory usage. That's for job level and node level. Again, people can see. Then we have internode communication buffer usage for RC, and we have internode communication buffer usage. These are both for node level and job level. Then here is our new visualization that was not enabled before specifically. So here you can choose your profiling sessions that you define. Please keep in mind that global profiling session will be shown all the time without any code modification. So we have defined a new session, profiling session for profiling the communication for Halo Exchange part. And this chart shows us the total global MPI internode data exchange, and that data exchange includes point-to-point, collective, and RMA. So you can quickly see like how is your job visualized in the terms of like blocking and non-blocking data exchange. You can see for different message sizes. Actually, let's just reduce this. So yeah. Which message size ranges have been used mostly by your session or your job? So for example, here we see that like these two have been mostly used up to around 22 terabyte. And if we go down, we're gonna see that MPI primitive usage information over the time. So here is our session. Let's like this is for our Halo Exchange session. Shows like how is MPI send being used. Since the Halo Exchange only has MPI send, we don't see other primitives. But here you can choose different metrics. For example, count receive, bytes receive, count send, count receive, and from here you can choose to have like other MPI primitives. On the right chart, you're gonna get the communication since the job started, what has happened in terms of like inside MPI. This p-var shows you what algorithm was chosen inside MPI. So this is something new to visualize here, and like what is the value for it. So you can click on these nodes and MPI primitive information to see them, and you can choose how many like how many nodes you want to view. So we have a 16 node job. What I'm gonna try to do, so first if I'm gonna go this for global session. So we have lots of data, and like as you can see, we are rendering everything super quick. So this is your global one, and please note that right here, like in the previous one, we didn't have like all reduce and all gather. They are almost zero, but if you look, and this chart is visualized for the whole job. It's not per node right now. If you want to go per node, that's where you want to be. Like you click on one of these nodes here when it pops. Just a second. You click on one of these and it takes you there to like get these information. So it tells you what is the job ID, start, end time, and from here then you can see on the node level what's happening. And please note that this axis is for aggregate, so around 7.64 per node, and this one is for delta. So actually I can carry on here. As I was indicating, if you click on one of these algorithms, the primitives, you can see again like what p-vars are selected and how is that timing for different message size buckets. And this is the average time. So it shows you, hey, how much is the total and how many counts of it did you have. In this case, it's just like the start and end of like MPI in it. So that's all gather is used there, and it's called once. But how about all reduce? Well, reduce is also called once. Alright, yeah, so you can see different MPI primitive information from message byte size to other things. So I want to go through what we already have, so like how it's useful. So this is another like node level counter statistics that you can choose different values, different metrics to profile for your job that was running. And also we have the process counters, which are MPI process counters. We show the read interval. It's 60 seconds here. Oops. Yeah, I gotta be a bit more careful with my mouse pad. Then you also have different metrics here, but including like CPU usage and virtual memory usage. So if you remember the charts that I show you on the beginning of the live job page, they're showing you the average. So if you want to see the usage over the time, that's where you use them. So we have all the ranks here, like what rank there are. Then if you want to view the InfiniBand level port counters, you can see like which switch port is connected, what is the GUID, what is the name, and you can view the information. So here, like, we want to check if you had any discarded packages. So at the end of the job, we had some discarded packages. Then how many receive errors, how many like multicast receive package, and if it shows like that means it's 0. How many unicast XML packages. So there are different metrics that people can view different levels of their job from MPI to node level to job level to when was the running time, which section of their application they are profiling. And we also have the lustre communication grid. For this one, since there is no lustre happening, it doesn't show. Let's go back to our whole job. So I want to show another thing. So we saw for that node there is no lustre information happening. However, okay, I thought we had some lustre for this. Maybe I'm mistaken. But here, like on this page, you can choose which GPUs for hardware port level counters to view. And yep, that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing I want to show. So we have different pages here, and we also have the network view where you can view your job topology, how it's being run, and you have different metrics that we visualize, like based on the color, the links that are shown here. One cool feature that you can use is the historical view. So, okay, I think up here. Sorry. So, this is the same job. I'm gonna try to like run it, replay the job, and these are the link utilization. Sorry. So let's do that. Here, start playing. So this, like on the 4x play, so color, like how was this gives you an understanding and visualization, very simple to understand, that where are your nodes in the cluster and how was the communication happening. So for example, like this is my LID 17, this is my GPU 28, like what is my link utilization, what is my total link usage distribution for my entire job, and so on and so on. And like if you want to like look for if you have a very huge cluster, then you can like look it up here. We also have the these information here, but this is live right now. I'm not running any jobs, so at the runtime for the live view you can get these information. Please refer to our website for more images and information. I hope that it helps. Oh, one more thing. I think this Holo Exchange shows how much it's different from the global session here. So we have less data. That's all, and thank you.